Hi students, welcome to the class. Due to bad weather conditions, so I was not able to upload the class early. So now in today's class, so we are supposed to discuss the chemical classification of matter. Okay, this will be the second topic. Now those who have not gone through the physical classification, you just look at the playlist. Okay, so there we have been uploaded the video. Now students, when we are talking about the chemical classification of matter, chemical classification, now this chemical classification of matter is also known as what? Macroscopic classification or macroscopic property. Okay, macroscopic classification of matter. Now if you ask me that why it is known as macroscopic classification, because you know what, in this classification we are talking, we will be discussing the bulk property of matter. In earlier we were saying microscopic. Now why microscopic? Because there we were discussing the particle nature or the particle behavior. So here we are discussing or considering the matter in hues. Okay, in hues, that means in bulk. So that's why it is what we are talking about, macroscopic classification of matter. Now students, when you look at the classification, generally in this classification matter are divided into two categories. Okay, one is known as mixtures or mixture, and another one is known as your pure substance. Okay, now what is the concept of mixture and what is the concept of pure substances? Now first of all we will discuss the mixture, okay, then we will proceed with the pure substances and all that. Now students, when we are talking about mixture, what generally comes in our mind is that it is the combination of two or more different things, right? Isn't it? Say consider I am having an B substance and I am mixing with C. So it will give a composition which is C, right? And this particular compound will be pronounced as what call your mixtures. Clear? It will pronounce as what your mixture. Now so what we can say simply in other language, that mixtures are what? The composition of two or more substances, right? Or it is the agreement of two or more different substances. That is what we are talking about, mixture. Now again, you know what, mixtures are divided into two categories. Okay, one is said to be the homogeneous mixture and another one is said to be the heterogeneous mixture. Clear? Let's try to go through these things, then we will let's try to go through these things first. Now look students, when we are talking about mixtures, if you look at the different prospects of the mixture, they are having some special property, what we can say. It says, when we are forming a mixture, right, whatever the component we are mixing, say if I am mixing say A and B, so these two will be pronounced as what? Component of the mixture. I mean, what are the things? Clear? Now when we are having these two components mixed together to form a mixture, what says that these are only the physical combination of these two substances. Meaning what? They will change their physical state in the mixture. Okay, they will, it says that they're just simply combining physically, not chemically. They're not forming chemical bond. Okay, two substances, they're just what? Changing their physical states. Let's have an example, right? Consider I'm having water, okay, and in water I am say pouring some sugar particle, and if I stir this two, right, what happens? After some time all the sugar particle will get dissolved there, right? That means what? Whatever the sugar particle we were having, they are what? Changes to what? Liquid. So that's why it is getting dissolved. So you can think in this way, right? So isn't water and sugar, they are changing the physical state, basically the sugar, right? So that's why it is known as what? The physical combination of matter here. Clear guys? Now let's go through one more thing. Students, what says, whatever the component of the mixers, they can be separated out by some physical processes, like say filtration, say like boiling, right? Evaporation, and say like your hand pickling, okay? By all these processes, whatever the component we are having, we can separate them. If you ask me, sir, how we will separate sugar from water? Then look, once we form the solution, right, what happened? Let's have a look here with the diagram. Suppose we are having this pan and here we are having already water and sugar particles are there, which is dissolved. Okay. Now what once we start heating, once we start heating, whatever the water molecule, it will evaporate it out, right? And what happens? Some of the sugar particle will settle down in below the pan or below the container. So this is how we can separate them. Okay. Now let's go through the classification of this. One is known as what called your homogeneous mixture. Okay. Homogeneous mixture, and another one is known as what called your heterogeneous mixture. Students, when we are talking about homogeneous, what exactly happen, whatever the component we are having, say earlier like A and B, all the component, are getting mixed completely together, where we can't identify them. Clear? They will mix completely together, and in heterogeneous, they are not mixing completely. Clear? Let's have an example here. Suppose if I am having water in a container and if I pour some sugar here, right? Once I mix them properly, so we will have what? This sugar water solution. Now in this sugar water solution, students, we can identify the sugar particle, right? So they are what? Getting mixed completely throughout the mixture. That means what? In whatever the level of water, doesn't matter if it's mixing completely or getting dissolved completely, the sweetness value of the sugar will be equally in all portion of the water. So that is what we are talking about, homogeneous mixture. Clear? You try to go through the definition. Okay. So, and when we are talking about heterogeneous, what says whatever the component we are having, they are not getting mixed well. Suppose if we are having, say, oil and water, right? Oil and water. So what happens? Now oil is not dissolved in water, right? So they are not getting mixed. That means what? They are separated. Okay. So this is heterogeneous. That means what? Whatever the component we are having for a mixture, if the component is not mixing well, right, or not getting dissolved well, so then they are known as what called your heterogeneous mixture. Clear, students? So if you go through the definition part, then you can go through, you can have a definition in your textbook also. Okay. In case of homogeneous mixture, the component of the mixtures are what? Mixed throughout the mixture. Means they are completely mixing. Okay. And here they are not mixed well. So you try to go through the definition from your textbook. Okay. So probably some day later I will provide you the PDF notes for this portion. I think you guys have understood these things. Let's have some more example right here. Say consider if you're mixing sand and say stone, right? Now when you mix these two, they can be easily visible to us, right? This is the sand particle or this is the stone. So what we can do? Hand pickling, right? Whatever the stone there, if we can pick from the hand and we can separate them out, right? That is what I have earlier told you, that they can be separated by what? Some physical processes. Okay guys? So try to go through these things. Now what we can say, students, one more thing I just want to discuss here, that when we are forming a mixture, you know what? Here two different substances are getting mixed together, right? Two different substances will be there. Suppose if I say you A and B, right? So this is what we are having. So consider if I say this A compound is having dot type of, let's go through the particle nature, and if they are having what, say, cross type of particle. So when they are providing you mixer, what happens? You know what? We will have this. So cross type of particle also, and what call your dot type of particle also, right? And it is a mixture of dot and cross. So that's why we are talking about there as in what? Mixtures. Clear, students? So this is all about mixture. Okay, now let's go through the another topic or another classification, which is known as what call your pure substances. Okay, before going to this, in mixture, what we can say, they are the composition of what? Different type of particle. In particle nature, what we can say, they are the composition of what? Different type of particle. Okay. But when we are talking about pure substances, pure substances are the combination of what? Same type of particle, similar type of particle or same particle. Okay. I will give you some examples there. No need to worry. And when we are forming pure substances, it says that in pure substances, the component are getting mixed chemically. Okay, whatever the component we are having, they are mixed chemically, they are forming bond, or they are doing something that entire formation of the compound will changes to a different form. Clear, students? It will change to what? Different form. So when we are talking about pure substances, so in case of pure substances, what they are made of what? Only one type of particles, which we can say like this. Now, again, you know what? These pure substances can be classified into two categories, as an element, okay, and as what call your compound, okay, compound. And when we are talking about element, it comes in terms of atom and in terms of what? Molecule and compound. Now when we are talking about element, so they are what? Atom and molecule. Now let's examine whether atom and molecule are pure or not. Look, when I'm talking about hydrogen atom, right? When I'm talking about hydrogen atom or oxygen atom or nitrogen atom, isn't there a different atom, right? So different atoms have different property, isn't it? So if I say according to Dalton's atomic theory, so if I say in hydrogen we are having dot type of particle, if I say here we are having cross type of particle, right? Or if I say here I am having plus type of particle. So look at here. So all these atoms are having their own specification, right? They are having their own characteristics. So whatever the particle we are having in atom, they are the single one, right? They are only one type of. So isn't these atoms are what call your pure substances, right? Now when I'm talking about hydrogen molecule, oxygen molecule or nitrogen molecule, how hydrogen molecule is formed? By the combination of two hydrogen atom. How oxygen molecule is formed? By the combination of two oxygen. Or how nitrogen formed? Is by the combination of two nitrogen. Now look at it. If I say that nitrogen have this plus type of particle, that is what? This nitrogen will also have plus type of particle, right? Because the same atom can't have two different nature, isn't it? If I say oxygen, say cross type of particle, so what? Definitely another oxygen will also have cross type of particle. If I say hydrogen, so dot type of, so this hydrogen will also have dot type of particle. And when they combine together, look, they are also giving the same composition. When they are combining, they are also giving the same composition, and here also they are giving the same composition. Isn't molecule also what call your pure substances, right? Molecule is the combination of two or more same type of atom. Remember this. So that's why these atoms and molecule are also pronounced as what call your pure substances. Okay guys. Now another one, which is our what? Compound. Now when we are talking about compound, generally it is the combination of different atoms. Okay, it is the combination of different atoms. Then you will say me that, sir, you have already told that different atoms, if different atoms are having different property, then what? How compound can be pure, right? How compound will have only one type of particle? Let's have a look here. Now students, consider I am having hydrogen and nitrogen here. Say hydrogen and oxygen here. Now say hydrogen dot type, say this hydrogen also dot type, this will have say plus type, or say this will have cross type, right? Now when you combine, this will give you ammonia or this will give you water molecule. Now you tell me, in ammonia, isn't it is the only particle of ammonia? Could you able to find the particles of hydrogen and nitrogen? Or when we are talking about the water molecule, isn't it is the only particle of water molecule? Could you find hydrogen dot type of particle and cross type of particle? No. Why? Because I have already told you that when we are talking about pure substances, it is the chemical combination of the components. So when they undergo chemical change, you know, the things are changing internally. Whatever the particles we are having, it doesn't matter now. They will transform to a what? Single form. They will transform to what? Single form. So that's why compounds are also pronounced as what call your pure substances. Okay students, I hope you guys were able to understood these things, right? Regarding the definition part, no need to worry, you will have the definition in your textbook also. Try to go through the things in your brain, okay? Try to capture the things whatever I'm talking about. Okay, so this is all about today's class, guys. So this is the chemical classification. In another class we will go through some different topic. Okay, I hope you guys like the video, right? So if you like the video, to get more videos, subscribe the channel, like it, share and comment. Thank you so much.